Good morning. Chat disconnected. Please wait while I try to connect you. Unable to connect to chat. Oh, okay. Seems like the live chat's not working. Never mind. So, today we have see if there's somebody here with me. Oh, let's get this camera nice and straight. See if I can get good morning on here, see if it works. Maybe it will. Seems that the chat is disconnected. Let's see if I can get it to work. Oh well. Doesn't seem like the chat's working these at the moment. Never mind, doesn't matter. So we have, for those of you that are here, if anyone can't hear me and they need to text me on the WhatsApp group, I'll have a quick check, see the sound is working, because I don't know what's happening with YouTube this morning, but hopefully you can hear me. I can see the green light at the bottom of the screen is pulsing up and down, which usually indicates that sound is working. So today we're doing practice for our solar plexus chakra. Just going to check on here that nobody's messaging me. Seems not, so that's good news. So the solar plexus chakra, what we're going to do is we're going to actually start by warming up the body and generating a little bit of heat with some slightly more rapid breathing than our normal pattern. I'm going to stand up and do like wood chopper breath. So standing up, take your feet hip distance apart, clasp the hands together, peaceful yogi gun. So pointer fingers, thumbs over the top, and then interlacing the remaining fingers. So you can take 10 to 15 fast breaths. So we're going to breathe in, reach up, exhale down. So you're going to chop the breath. Okay, so do as many of these as you can. 10 to 15. Go for it. Don't be shy. Not time to be timid. Nobody's listening. Maybe a few household members or a pet. Just a couple of big swings of the arms. And now come to sit down on your knees. Excuse me. We're sitting on my heels, hero's pose. So pop a cushion or a block between the buttocks and the heels. And we're going to take an effortlessness mudra with our hands. Pointer finger again, both hands, and then the other three fingers pushing into the thumb. Palms facing upwards. Roll your shoulders back and down. Close the eyes and notice the sensations in the breath. I can feel myself really warm. Some inner fire in your solar plexus, your ani, your space between the navel, the upper part of the abdomen below the ribs. So that is your Manipura, your chakra for your solar plexus. So 3 fingers together, pointer fingers, thumbs to 3 fingers for your effortlessness mudra. So this really, really helps to give you some courageous feelings in the belly. And what we just did with the breath, that faster breath pointing up and down, really helps to ignite a feeling of courageousness. This is the gesture of the fiery thunderbolt. And it's about facing the world with determination, seizing opportunities as they come along and transforming them with enthusiasm and real life force. So these qualities with this mudra, but feeling effortlessness as well at the same time. So it's not forced, it's innate and natural courageousness and bravery within you to shine. And other things about this chakra, as you sit here and just connect with your breath. So this is also connected with self-esteem, self-worth and confidence. And when it's in balance, you feel that you can take on challenges. Whatever faces you, you can really take that challenge on. So today we're going to challenge ourselves a little bit with our asanas. Be brave, be courageous, and feel the heat and fire there without overdoing it. We don't want to go too far and then become overconfident. And there's the complete, further end of the scale of confidence where you become overconfident. So being aware of ego and competitiveness, which we're not looking for, but having some bravery, some confidence and self-esteem. Taking some deep breaths in and out through the nose. Inviting in some glorious white, fresh light into the body. So we're going to do a little bit of Kapalabhati breathing now. So we're going to intensify our breathing another few times in this practice today. But sitting here now, we're going to breathe in through the nose sharply, then like that. Or you can do it in and out through the nose like this. So we're pumping the breath, using the diaphragm up and down. So if you want to use the mouth a little bit, excuse me, you can. But preferably in and out through the nose. Take about 15 or 20 of these. If you start to feel dizzy, then stop. Just come back to normal breathing. So take some Kapalabhati breaths now. And take a nice deep breath in, open the mouth, empty the lungs. Noticing how the body feels. Feeling the energy beginning to lift in the body. Noticing your breath. Notice any change in your lungs. And that stronger Kapalabhati breath. Noticing the engagement of your belly with the breath. And beginning to switch on your lower bandhas, squeezing into Mula Bandha, the perineum pelvic floor. Drawing your navel to your spine, Uddiyana Bandha. Bringing these two together, cinch them together, tie them together and pull up towards your heart energetically. And setting an intention for today. So I am. You can use the theme of today. I am brave, I am determined, I'm courageous. Really believing in your true inner self, the strength and power of you. Your uniqueness, your innate natural power that you have. Harness it for the greater good. But setting your intention, whatever resonates right now for you, bring that into your body in this moment, this present moment, and embody that intention and begin to make that intention come to life in this moment. So if you can picture it and feel it now, it will carry forth from this moment onwards with you. It's like knowing a skill before you've already learnt it. If you can visualize playing a piece of intricate music you haven't yet learnt to play, then somehow it's like you've already learnt it. You already have that skill in your body. So trust the process of your intention. Remember, energy follows thought. So taking another deep breath in through the nose. Open the mouth and sigh the breath out. Breathing in white, fresh, light and energy. Exhaling anything that doesn't serve you on the breath out. One more time. Slowly opening up your eyes. Let's warm up the wrists. So taking hold of either wrist, circling the wrist with the other hand, thumb and fingers. Keep the wrist static and then moving the hand through nice big circles. Continuous articular rotations. Take a few in each direction. Just noticing any places where the wrist feels a little stuck. Work on it there. So if you need to open up into the forearms, open up into the forearms. So you're trying to push your fingertips down towards the forearms. You can do that in both directions. Just a gentle easing into the pressure. So noticing how it feels. Over to the other side. Because we will be doing some balances on our hands today. Some arm support balances. So we need to make sure we have good wrist health. So before we do anything too hectic, we're going to warm up our wrists a little bit more. So coming up into tabletop position. Hands down, fingertips facing forwards, pointer finger to the top of the mat. Check on the position of your knees beneath the hips and hip distance apart. Start to take a little clicking into the knees for me. So we're going to go forwards and backwards, just a gentle pressure easing into the hands, just working into it. And then circles with the heart around the hands. So imagine you're drawing big circles around your hands with your heart. Draw navel to spine. Begin to engage into the abdominal area to support your torso. Feel a sense of grounding of your hands into the floor and your feet into the floor. Feel a connection of the earth. Okay, face the wrists towards each other so the hands point outwards. Let's go side to side. If you want to, you can lift up. Just take your weight into one hand, the other hand, the wrist lifts off so you can warm up into the finger joints. One more of each of those. And then weight into the knees. Press the palms of the hands upwards so you're on the tops of the hands and easing into the wrists. Take whatever pressure you can manage, light, heavy, hard. It's all relative to the individual. See how it feels. And give your wrists a shake out. Make sure you have any blocks, straps, props that you need around you for your practice. Have your jumpers, socks, etc. to hand. for when we do the relaxation at the end, because it's very cold outside. I believe the real feel is about -8. So yeah, it's rather chilly, and the heating hasn't been on in my house for very long, so it's pretty cold in here too, but we're going to get warm really quickly. So first thing we're going to do is a plank. We're going to hold this plank for up to 2 minutes. So I'm going to set the stopwatch for 2 minutes. So come into your plank. Tuck the toes, squeeze into the thighs, dome the space between the shoulder blades. Draw your navel up to your spine, squeeze and lift, really engage into your bandhas. Now if you need to drop your knees for a moment or two to the floor and take a little respite, then do so. Focus on your breath, do not hold your breath. Your drishti, your gaze is down to the top of the triangle, so your hands are the base of the triangle and your gaze is the apex of the triangle. Deep breaths in and out. Phalakasana. Just going to check the time. So that was 1 minute. Let's see if we can hold it for 1 more minute. You need to close your eyes to focus. If you feel a little shaking and quivering, that's okay. That's everything waking up. Remember, don't dump down into the shoulders, push into the floor. You're trying to want to drop our hips. You want banana backs like this. But we also don't want to be sticking our bottoms in the air. So neutral pelvis, squeeze and lift, navel to spine. 30 seconds to go. Focus on your breath. Drop your knees to the floor if you need to. It's okay. Your practice, remember, ego, competition, leave that outside the room. Another 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Transitioning to Ardha Mukha Svanasana. So imagine somebody is taking you by a golden thread from the coccyx, your tailbone, pulling up towards the sky. Push into the hands. Step your feet forwards a little bit and set yourself into your downward facing dog. Just resetting my watch. I'm going to stay here for a minute. Really push into the earth with the hands, feeling the rootedness of your hands. Hasta Bandha to the earth. Spread the fingers wide. Feet pushing down into the floor. Spread your toes wide. Keep your inner arches of your feet lifted. Feel the energy lift from your feet up through the legs to the hip area, down the body, all the way to the hands. Feel a continuous flow of energy from the feet, through the body, all the way down the arms to the hands. Squeeze your navel to spine. Send your drishti to your navel, so draw your chin towards your chest. Feel the lengthening in the back of the neck. Scoop the belly up, like your belly is light as a balloon, full of lightness, lifting and squeezing, also into your pelvic floor. Don't lock out the knees, so don't drive the knee joints back. A little softness in the knees, and check that you're not hunching your shoulders by your ears. Create space between the shoulders. Slide the shoulder blades apart. Okay, from here, just take your knees to the floor and take 5 breaths in child's pose. Roll the shoulders forwards, palms of the hands facing up. Close the eyes, keeping the focus and attention inwards and noticing
the steady flow of your breath, your life force energy. 2 more breaths in and out. And then we're going to come back to our downward facing dog for 1 more minute. So this time really awakening the connection between a deeper breath and the awareness of your abdominal core area. So feeling the breath flow from the tip of your nose through the throat, introducing a little ujjayi sound if that works for you. Feeling the lungs fill. Feel the expansion of the chest sideways. And then feeling the breath flow all the way to your belly, to your abdominal core area. Whilst drawing in navel to spine and lifting into your pelvic floor. Really feel the breath flowing in and out. Uddiyana Bandha, victorious breath. Ujjayi breath, with the Uddiyana Bandha switched on. So navel to spine and then swirling the breath in the back of the throat. Really feel it there. Taking a deep breath in through the nose. Open the mouth, sigh the breath out. Empty the lungs. Inhale deeply. Sigh the breath out. Lion's breath next. Really feel the connection of your abdominal area with the breath movement. Slowly taking some steps up to the top of the mat, bending the knees and then rooting the feet into the mat, into the earth, your Padabandha, the connection with the ground, the earth. Rolling yourself up to standing super slowly. Coming into mountain pose, Tadasana. Opening the toes, spreading the toes wide, connecting all of the toes, rooting them into the earth. Feeling the energy flow from your feet, up through the legs, up through the torso to the crown of the head. Flowing down the head, down the shoulders, down the arms to the palms, at the center of the palms of the hands. Taking care with your torso area, nice neutral spine, so tucking the tailbone, rolling the shoulders back, super straight spine, little tuck of the chin towards the chest, feel the lengthening in the back of the neck. Let's do some Surya Namaskar A. Inhale, sweep the arms wide, move with your breath, keep those bandhas switched on. Exhale, forward fold, keep the belly scooped up. Inhale to lift, halfway plant the hands, hold the breath, step back, take knees, chest, chin to start. Inhale for Salambhasana, exhale through Buddhalasana, downward facing dog. 2 breaths. Inhale, stepping the feet up to the mat, top of the mat, and taking your half lift. Exhale, forward fold deeply, palms down to the floor. Root the feet, Padabandha. Inhale, it's Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, Utthita Hasta. And then forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, gaze forwards, heart lift, hold the breath, plant the hands, jump back if you're ready, into your Valankasana, through Chaturanga Dandasana, exhale, inhale, up dog, heart lifts, gaze lifts, exhale, navel to spine, draw it back, draw the hips back, downward facing dog, Ardha Mukha Svanasana. 1 more breath in and out. Inhale to lift the heels, thighs come up towards the belly, exhale to hop, step or jump up or step, your choice. Half lift, Inhale. Forward fold. Exhale. Inhale. Lifting to the top. Ardha Hastasana. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Half lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Hold the breath, plant the hands, jump back or step, your choice. Chaturanga, elbows hug the body close. Inhale to lift the heart and gaze. Exhale, navel to spine, pull the hips back, down dog. 2 more breaths. Remembering chin to chest, drishti to navel, navel to spine. Rootedness of the feet and hands to the earth, feeling grounded. Feel the flow of the breath from the nose all the way down to the belly. Inhale to bend the knees, hop, step, jump forwards. Lifting on an inhale halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Holding it here. Squeeze and lift into the belly. Feel that lightness there. Draw it in. Then lifting all the way back up to the top. Flowing back down, exhale. So we can come into Shishula Phalakasana. So plant the hands, hop, step, and jump back into plank. And then dropping the elbows down to the floor. We're going to stay here for 1 minute. So this is quite intense. You can bring your hands together or even drop the knees down. Really squeeze and lift navel to spine. Squeeze the thighs. Gaze down to the hands, so don't put too much tension into the neck. You can do a little Kapalabhati pranayama here. "20 seconds left. Squeeze into the thighs. Don't banana the back or push the bum too high up. Get yourself into a nice straight line. Into the hips, squeezing. Push into the elbows. If you have your hands to the floor, press your hands to the floor. And drop the knees down if you need to. Otherwise, all the way up into Dolphin. So tucking the toes under and pushing into the forearms. Drawing your head down towards the floor. So the crown of the head down towards the floor. Squeeze the belly to spine. Holding it here for 5 breaths. Two more. Then pushing into the hands. Downward facing dog, 5 breaths. Feeling any difference between all of those poses? Forearm plank, Dolphin, downward facing dog. Inhale to bend the knees, gaze forwards. Exhale, hop, step, or jump up to the top. Inhale, half lift. Forward fold, exhale. Inhale, sweep the arms wide, lifting up to the top. Look up to your thumbs. And then hands to Samastiti. Do a little dancing warrior next, because it's really fun and light-hearted, but also really strong on the core. So we bring some extra movement into there. Inhale, arm sweep up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, plant the hands. Hop, step, or jump back. Lower down on your way, exhale. Inhale, up dog. Down dog, exhale. Taking a big step forwards with your right foot. Inhale, warrior 1. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale to reverse your warrior. And then windmill the arms overhead into runner's lunge. Hold the breath here, and then you're going to lower down. Exhale. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Left side lifts. So big step forwards with the left foot. Warrior 1, breath in. Exhale, warrior 2.
Inhale, reverse, so the hand slides down the right leg. And then we're going to exhale into extended side angle. We're going to increase it a bit more. Inhale into warrior two, and then we'll windmill the arm overhead into plank. Lower it down. Going to go the other side. So exhale, down dog. Right leg forwards. Drop the back heel. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse. And then exhale, extended side angle. Windmill the arm back round into warrior two. Windmill overhead, frame the front foot into plank. Exhale, lower. Up dog, inhale. Down dog, exhale. Left leg lifts, step it forwards. Drop heel at the back. So inhale, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, back to your warrior two. Really just flow with the movements, with the breath. Frame the front foot, hold the breath, and then lower down, exhale. Inhale, up dog. Down dog, exhale. On this next round, each side, I'm going to hold each position for 5 breaths. Big step forwards with the right leg. Inhaling into warrior one and hold it here for 5 breaths. So set your posture. Feel the rootedness of your feet into the earth. Lift your gaze up to that space between the hands where your energy flows. 2 more breaths. Take a little lower if you can. Push into the alternator back foot. Then coming into warrior two. Check your feet are lined up on your mat, sinking down into the hips. Check your knee isn't going in and forward to keep the alignment of the knee no further than the front ankle. 1 more big breath in and out. Reverse your warrior, so slide the left hand down the left leg, lifting, reaching up, look up to your top hand. Keep that bend in the front leg. Back, down, let's extend the side angle. Keep the chest pointing forward, sink a little lower. Hold something precious in that right hand. Extend the fingertips away from the side foot. Windmill the arm down back to warrior two. Look to your front hand with a smile on the face, soften into the shoulders, into the face. No tension, pure joy. Big breath in, windmill arms overhead. Frame the front foot, come into plank. Exhale, lower. Inhale, up dog. Down dog, exhale. Left leg up to the sky, then step it forwards. Drop the back heel. Warrior one, Virabhadrasana. 1 breath. You're like a brave, courageous warrior. Self-esteem, confidence shining brightly. Your power, your inner power. Your inner warrior. Into warrior two. Really use your Ujjayi breath. Feel the heat in the body, the energy flowing. Reverse your warrior. So sliding the right hand down the right leg. Keep the bend in the front leg though. The opening in the side. Extended side angle, forearm to thigh. Reaching away. Right fingertips as far away from the outer blade as the right foot. Roll the right shoulder back. Keep the chest facing forwards. Forgive me for having my back to you. 2 more breaths. Keep bending and sinking into the hips. It's a nice bend into that left leg, then back to warrior two. 1 breath. Let's windmill the arms overhead. Step the left foot back into plank. Exhale, lower. Up dog, inhale. Down dog, exhale.
Drop the knees to the floor. 5 breaths. Child's pose. One more breath. Back to Ardha Mukha Svanasana. Downward facing dog. 5 breaths. Hands, feet, Hasta Pada Bandha. Breath all the way down to your belly, just below the ribs, where your Manipura solar plexus chakra resides. Sending light and balance and energy there. Taking a breath in, bend the knees. You can hop to the top, crossing the legs, or if you want to, see if you can jump the hands through the feet through the hands. And coming into Navasana for 5 breaths. Heart lifts, squeeze the thighs, reach the arms forwards. 4 more breaths. Squeeze into the belly, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. 3, 2, and 1. And then into your half boat. 5 breaths. Squeeze the legs together, keep the chest lifted. Squeeze into that space below the ribs. And bend the knees in. Going to come into Talasana. Variations being hands on blocks. So we're going to do this, lifting the hips off the floor, but squeeze and lift navel to spine. If it's in your practice to do Padmasana version, you can take your feet into full lotus, lift the knees off, press the hands down, lift the knees up. 5 breaths. Then dropping the knees down, coming over onto the hands, doing a little lift with the legs. So you can cross the feet one in front on top of the other, and then lift the knees up towards the belly. A little bit of weight forwards, lift the feet off the floor if you can as well. So hands firmly planted down. Lift one foot off if you can, only do one foot. Lift the other foot. And then downward facing dog. Yeah, that's really intense. 5 deep breaths here. Deep breaths in and out. Then stepping or hopping your feet up to behind the hands. As we come into Puja Padasana, a couple of options here. Hands on blocks, so you can take the blocks behind the feet. Place your hands on the blocks, forming a ledge with the backs of the arms. So taking it to here if this is enough for you. Okay, so you're basically balancing on the backs of the arms, or taking it down to the floor. So your fingertips facing forwards, step your feet together, hook one foot in front of the other, looking forwards. So don't look down, looking forwards. So pressing strong into the hands. Feel the lift in the chest, a lift in the belly. 3, 2, 1, tilting forwards, give the wrist a little shake out. Doing that one more time, then we're going to come into crow. So I did say we're going to be really squeezing into this area, so really strong abdominal engagement. If you have a firefly to Tadasana practice, then come into your Puja Padasana one more time. So firefly is when you extend the legs. I can only extend mine a little bit. So extending the legs like this. Okay. Squeeze into the belly. Lift the chest, lift the gaze. So pushing, lift the legs a little bit. I've done this one for a few months, so whew. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly lowering yourself back down. Give the wrists a shake out. A bit of fun, a bit of playfulness. No ego, no competition. We are where we are at. Let's go into Bakasana, crow pose. So if you feel you want to have a little security of a cushion in front, if you feel that your head might drop down, if you keep your gaze lifted, the chest lifted, looking up when you do your crow rather than looking down, because if you look down, that's where you'll tend to go. So first, let's set ourselves up, hands here, shoulder distance apart, and really, really claw the floor with your fingertips. So it's like you're lifting the middle knuckle joint of the fingers, and then feel the engagement of the palms of the hands lifting as well, and then drawing down to the floor. So the knees come to the backs of the arms, squeeze and lift navel to spine. Now, a little prep, lifting one foot and the other foot, and then going forward. So don't look down, gaze is forwards at the very top of a triangle, or even a little further ahead if you can manage. So draw that navel to spine, push the knees into the backs of the arms, lift the head, look up, lift the feet. 5 breaths. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back into plank. Let's lower it down, take a little vinyasa. Up dog inhale, down dog exhale. Step the feet forwards and lie down on your backs. I'm going to do a little Supta Baddha. So on your backs, feet in, hips open, arms wide, little rock side to side. 5 breaths. So opening up the hips, noticing how the belly feels, how the breath feels. Ujjayi breath. Connect there. Feeling your heart beating strong. Taking your hands to the outer blades of your feet now, coming into happy baby. Take a little rock side to side. 5 breaths. Little rock and roll. Massaging the spine. Then coming into our bridge for 5 breaths. So drawing the heels in close to the buttocks, peeling the spine off the floor. So you can either have hold of your ankles, so the hands in front of the ankles and then lifting the hips up, or you can clasp the hands underneath you with the little fingers pushing into the mat to squeeze the shoulder blades together, keeping the thighs parallel, and noticing the breath into the belly. See the belly rise and fall here. Slowly releasing down, hug knees to chest. Now you can do one more of those or come into a full wheel, Urdhva Dhanurasana.
So coming up into another bridge, you're taking your full wheel.
Slightly slippery mat here. 5 breaths. 5. Feel a stretch at the front of your body. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly lowering down. Peeling the spine back down to the floor. Hug your knees to chest. Little rock side to side. And then lengthening your left leg, hug your right knee into chest. Left hand on the outside of the right knee. Spinal twist. Keeping your right arm and shoulder glued to the floor, look to your right hand. Palm facing up. 2 more breaths. And back to center. Switch sides. Extend the right leg, hug the left knee in. Right hand across the outside of the left knee. Left hand extends. Hand, palm facing up to the sky. Notice the flow of your breath. Keep it flowing. Keep the awareness there. And coming back to center. And then taking the legs so that they're at a 90-degree angle, arms out to the side. Let's breathe in, taking the legs to the left. Exhale to center. So going left to right, moving with your breath. So exhale as you bring the legs back up. Inhale, you drop them down to one side. Keep the shoulders glued onto the floor. Do 1 more each side. Engaging strongly into your core. And then taking another happy baby. A little rock side to side. And then rolling up into Dandasana. Chin to chest, roll the shoulders back and down, squeeze into the thighs, flex the feet. And then opening the legs wide into Pavista Konasana. Couple of choices, reaching the arms forwards and having the elbows down. Dropping the head down towards the floor, reaching the hands down the back. Your prayer hands. Or just taking the elbows down to the floor. You can prop the elbows up with a cushion if you can't reach the elbows. Checking that you're hinging from your hip creases. You can reach to the feet. Let's take another 10 breaths here. Breathe into the spaciousness of the legs, the backs of the legs, into the groin. Breathing space and lightness into the belly. 5 more breaths. On an inhale, slowly coming up, bringing your right foot into the inner left thigh, reaching the left hand to the inside of the left foot. Roll the right shoulder back. So you can stay here and reach towards the left leg with the right hand, or you can reach the right hand alongside the right ear, reaching and opening up to the left. If you have space, you can reach that left hand forwards, palm facing up, so intensifying it a little bit more. 3 more breaths. Feeling that abdominal area all around. On an inhale to come up. And over to the other side, left foot on the inside of the right thigh, elbow down to the floor or onto the leg or onto a block or cushion, reach into the inner right foot, roll the right shoulder back. You can reach the left hand to the right thigh or hip, looking up towards the sky. And if you have space to do so, opening up and reaching the left arm to the outer right foot. Feel a lovely opening into the right side, reaching the right hand forwards if you can, with the palm facing up. Keep your left hip glued so we don't want to lift that left leg off the floor. 5 breaths. Deep inhale. Taking the right foot across the left, let's take a little twist to the right. So left arm hooks across the right knee. Right arm reaches round to the left thigh. Reaching the crown of the head up to the sky, look over your right shoulder with your drishti. Squeeze into the belly, really squeeze it in there. Ujjayi breath. Other side. Ardha Matsyendrasana. So grow the crown of the head up to the sky, reaching tall. Squeeze the abdominal area in and also lift into your Mula Bandha, your pelvic floor. 5 breaths. Breath into release. Paschimottanasana. Intense forward fold. Flex your feet towards you, squeeze the thighs, push the backs of the legs into the floor, reach beyond the feet. Grab the outside of the feet or the big toes, a strap or a block, whichever way you like to practice it, your practice. Take a little inhale as you lift the chest and straighten and lengthen the spine, and then folding down, belly lands, then chest, then head. Squeeze and lift navel to spine, really create spaciousness there. 5 more breaths. Inhaling, cross your legs, roll over onto your knees, and then coming into your plank for 5 breaths. Three, 2, and 1. Drop to the knees. Rolling over onto your backs. Pop your jumpers on now. Anything to keep you warm, socks, etc. As we start to wind things down, let's just extend the legs for a few breaths. So you can take your legs up against the wall. Rest your legs there. All coming into Viparita Karani. Pushing the hands and the backs of the arms and shoulders into the floor. Squeeze into the belly, really engage into your abdominal area, squeeze the thighs, really engage into the legs, flex the feet. I'm going to stay here for 2 minutes. Closing the eyes, keeping the focus and attention inwards. If you feel your legs shivering and twitching and quivering, that's absolutely fine. Really engaging into your abdominal area, squeeze in there. Push the arms a little bit more, shoulders back into the floor. Focus on your steady breathing, whilst engaging into the abdominals. Another minute to go. Might feel the legs begin to Shake a little bit more, that's okay. Stick with it. Be brave, be courageous. You've got this. Channeling that inner warrior within you. Another 30 seconds. Hold it if you can. Give your belly a little squeeze in, a bit more. Give your thighs a bit more of a squeeze. Push it a bit harder into the floor. With the hands, with the forearms, the backs of the arms and the shoulders. Keep relaxed face though. We're concentrating, but don't scrunch the face up right now. A little smile on the lips. You're nearly there. And hug the knees to chest. Rock side to side. And then you choose how you'd like to lay in your Shavasana. So you can take Supta Baddha Konasana, bend the legs and have the knees prop each other up, so feet out to the side, splaying out, as the knees drop towards each other. Which is sometimes quite nice for the lower back. You can have your legs up against the wall if you want to continue the lovely sensation of drainage in the legs. Or classical Shavasana, corpse pose. Extending the legs. I encourage you to place some cushions or blocks underneath the backs of the knees, so don't overextend the backs of the knees. Keep warm, put some socks on, jumpers, so that you don't cool down too rapidly. So taking the focus and attention inwards. Taking a mindful scan of the body and seeing any sensations that you feel there. Notice them with compassion, with loving kindness. And acceptance for what is in this moment. Relaxing completely from head to toe. Starting with the muscles of the face. So relaxing all of the muscles of the face, the forehead, space between the brow, the eyes in their sockets, the jaw, the cheeks, the tongue resting heavily in the roof of the mouth. Letting go of tightness across the scalp. Tension released in the neck and throat. Relaxing fully into the shoulders, sinking the arms, the shoulders, the elbows, the wrists and hands into the floor. Really letting go completely of any tension or tightness. Loosening any resistance. And taking note of any sensations you feel in the palms of the hands. Giving any energy, any pulsing, tingling there. Just taking note of your life force, your chi, your prana. Relaxing into the chest and abdomen area. So relaxing fully in the front of the body. Softening the back, the upper back and lower back. Relaxing all the muscles, the tendons, the ligaments. Fully releasing and letting go. Your internal organs softening, releasing, letting go. Circling your attention around your hips, buttocks, groin and pelvis. Soothe into that area. Send your breath there. Soften, releasing, sinking into the floor. Feeling fully supported. Relaxing the thighs and hamstring. Releasing into the knees, all the ligaments and tendons around the knees. Softening into your shins, your calves, your ankles.
with the ankle joints, all the many joints of the bones of the feet, ligaments and tendons there. So relaxing the top, the bottom, the heels of the feet and all the toes. Taking a little body scan from your feet to the top of your head and then down to your fingertips and checking in. Noticing with love and compassion and great gratitude your body and all of its body movements, its functionality, all of the systems in place, working harmonious together with your breath, with your energy life force. And now taking a little walk on the beach. Picturing a beach in your mind, golden sand beneath your feet, your bare feet on the sand. Noticing the environment around you, the ocean before you, stretching to the horizon as it touches the sky, the limitless sky above you. Noticing the wispy clouds in the sky, moving with a gentle breeze, the air being a perfect temperature. You can smell and taste the saltiness of the ocean in the air. You can hear the birds gently swooping around above the ocean. So seeing the birds, hearing the birds, and seeing the ocean and sky. Feeling the sand, the warm golden sand beneath your feet. And hearing the lap of the ocean at the shoreline. Taking a walk along the shore, feeling the cool water of the waves gently caressing, lapping over your feet. Feeling completely serene and peaceful and calm, and yet feeling a sense of excitement, kind of thrill of the beach and the sea, and the life force and energy flowing so freely within you. And then seeing a rock, beautiful, smooth rock. Go sit on this rock and feel the warmth that the sun has shared with this rock. As you sit on the rock, feel the warmth of that rock beneath your feet. If you feel comfortable, lie down on this rock. Close your eyes there. Feel the warmth of the rock blending into your body. Feel the warmth of that rock flowing through your limbs, through your back, easing into all of your muscles and tendons, into your organs, into every cell. And then feeling the sun gently, gently glowing down upon you. Feel that solar energy, this gorgeous yellow sun, feeling its greatness, its vitality. Feel it invigorate you and nourish you. So even with your eyes closed, you can see that golden yellow color, bright and vibrant. This is the color of your solar plexus. Feel the warmth of the sun, the solar energy on your belly. And maybe lifting up any garments you have there so the sun can shine directly on your skin. Feel the sun's rays touch your skin, and then feel the energy ignite into the cells of your body, giving you life and energy. Feeling that energy flow through every cell in your body. Feel as though your whole body is glowing with this golden yellow color, and that you too become a sun on this rock, You feel as though you have shared something greater than yourself. So receiving and giving of this energy from the solar source. So really drinking in this yellow, golden, energizing light. Allow it to flood and flow through your body. From your toes to the top of your head, down your arms to the palms of your hands. Noticing how you feel with compassion, love, kindness and gratitude for your environment around you, for your loving friends and family, your community. Share your golden light with them now. Slowly beginning to bring your awareness back into the space of the room, wiggling your fingers and toes, and giving yourself a stretch out on the mat. And when you're ready, rolling over onto your right side. And in your own time, coming into a cross-legged seated position with the spine long and tall, a little tuck of the chin to your chest. Roll your shoulders up towards your ears and back and down. Feel the length of your spine. Feeling the strength of that abdominal area that we have focused on today. Feeling your courageousness, your self-esteem, your self-worth, your bravery in this area, all in balance. Bringing your hands together in that Manjali Mudra and taking that to your heart center. Bowing your head down to your fingertips to honor yourself, to honor each other, to honor the sun, to honor this planet, to honor this universe. The light in me honors the light that shines brightly in you. Peace, peace, peace. Thank you, friends. Namaste. Have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful Friday. Have a lovely Valentine's Day. Remember, it's not all about romantic love. It's about love complete. So share your love, receive your love, and I'll see you here again soon. Bye.